turn it off at 80 degrees. I won't be so hot. Okay. Good evening. Hello. How's everyone all over the world doing this evening? Happy Saturday. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. I hope that everyone has had an amazing Saturday. Whether you were off work, got to spend time with your children, hey, Rose, whatever it was you did today, that's loud. I pray that it was good for you, you know what I mean? You know, they say our days are numbered and our steps are ordered. Thank you, Rose. Yeah, I got a 7 to 2:30 tonight that I didn't have yesterday. Remember, I said I was off. Yeah, I'm going to work. The shit popped up, so I took it. And then after I took it, I tried to drop it, but it was too late. So here I go. Other than that, I ain't did nothing. Chilled all day. Did a little bit of organizing. I did do some of what I found some interesting things that was in my old to pop up or whatever. That was a good thing. But yeah, I'm headed to work. I don't know. I feel weird. I feel not like in a bad way, but just like, yeah, you know, kind of like that. Yeah. I don't know. It's like I don't have anything that I'm just chill. I guess that's what it is. Yeah, let's say that. Just chill, and that's cool. You know what I mean? I've been chilling all day. Why is this so loud? And I got my volume up on Bust Your Ear. Why? My YouTube on in the background. Hold on. I don't get it. Why is Can you hear that? Why was my oh god. Anyway, hello everyone that done came in since I had that little going on. I had a another channel playing in the background, I guess because I was watching it before. Yeah. But like I said, I hope everyone's having an amazing Saturday wherever you are in this world. I hope it has a good day for you, good evening, or whatever the case is in your town, you know, your country, your city, your state. I'm headed on to work so I can, as I like to say, make the donuts. But yeah, I just been in a good space today. I listened to worship music. I turned it on the Bluetooth speaker, hit the extra bass button, and yeah, had a nice time, you know. Honey was gone, baby was gone. I was in there by myself. He came home. He's like, is this on the TV or your phone? I said, it's on my phone. Why don't you put it on your phone so we can watch TV too? We worship, we listen to music. He's like, how you switch from that to rap like that? I was like, that's gospel. She's not. He didn't realize it's every genre. Worship comes in every genre. I don't care what you like. You can find worship music in that genre. It can be jazz, reggae. What's that other one? A lot of people like. I can't think of the name of it. Something mix. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. But anyway, any genre you can find. You know, if you like hip hop, you can find hip hop. If you like R&B, you can find R&B sound. It's, God is the creator of all sound. You know what I mean? A lot of people like to say, oh, devil was the angel of worship or music, and he wasn't the creator. So that's why I don't like when people knock folks for, using their style for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you a rapper and you choose to rap for God, we should be celebrating that versus saying, oh, you shouldn't rap gospel. Why not? Some people hear gospel better than they hear the preacher. Gospel rap. And it's about souls, Reggaeton. That's the other sound I was talking about. That'd be some good gospel music. But yeah, I was just doing a little worship and just reflecting all day. And all I can say is life is good. You know what I'm saying? I think about the times that I've been in a space of complaining. And then I think about when I understood that complaining didn't do anything for you, but keep you in a stagnant place. And I made the effort not to complain, even when I could have, maybe should have, but I didn't complain, and I maintain that. I don't complain a lot about really nothing, because it's just like, I don't know. What is complaining going to do? Complaining doesn't fix things. Complaining doesn't make things happen, So I would choose to do the opposite of complain. If I feel like I need to complain, I'm going to say, thank you, Lord. That's about the size of it. That's where I am with it, I don't have a lot of energy for small things anymore, because I'm trying to get the big things that God has for me. So if I operate small, I'm gonna reap small. But if I operate big, then I'm gonna get big. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for all things big. I don't need little blessings. I need big blessings. You know what I mean? I done had enough little blessings. I need those big things. The things that God desires for me or has for me that I can't even think or imagine. The things that I feel like I don't even deserve. The things that I think that I want that, and it's all good, it's great, but how much greater is it the way God wanted for me? That's where I'm trying to tap into, Later for all the rest of the stuff. If all God's promises are yes and amen, I need to see what this yes is about, and then figure out what I got to do to get to that yes. Because we know that faith without works is dead. So therefore, I have to do something. It ain't gonna just fall out the sky. That's one thing I know. Things will not just fall out the sky for you. No, it won't. What is it? Oh, it's 39 degrees and it made a ding on the thing. Interesting. Yeah. I'm trying to stay in a positive space at all times, I didn't live in negative. I didn't live doing whatever. So therefore, I am intentionally focusing on things that keeps me in the positive space. I think I'm naturally a positive person, but there are things that will sometimes interfere with your positivity. And it's up to you to be a big girl, a big boy, and not fall into that trap, Man, things push your buttons. People push your buttons all the time, But how I handle those things is what God is looking at. He's not looking at, how perfect I am, how good I am, how many times did I fall last week. How do I handle these things that are directly coming to take me out, I always say, the way you go through something is the way you come out. So if I go through complaining and crying and whining and pitching up the then I'm going to come out the same way. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on. I'm going through like I'm victorious because I am. So if I walk through it like I'm victorious, even when it's hard, even when I'm shaking, whatever the case, if I walk through saying my name is Victory, then I'm gonna come out victorious every time. If them old people be saying the battle is fixed, the devil never wins. You know what I'm saying? He never wins, and if he does, that's because you threw in the towel. You waved the white flag. You surrendered to the wrong one. The only time he wins, if you give up, you know. As long as you got fight in your body, we gotta fight, you know. We fight what we're supposed to. You know, they say pick your battles. You fight what you're supposed to, and then God does the rest. Hey, Miss Chicago, God does the rest. He always, you know, I like to say, sometimes we be waiting on God, but he really be waiting on us. Because it's like, all right, I already equipped you for that. I already gave you everything you need to do that. Once you do what it is I've equipped you to do, now I'm going to come in and take care of all that other stuff on the back end. You know, kind of like you take 2 steps, he take, what, 10? You take 10, he take 50. God of multiplication, yeah. That's what I want to see. I want my life to multiply. I don't want to keep adding on here and there. Add a little bit of this and add a little bit of that. No, I need that multiplication that God brings forth in our life. I need that multiplication that says, you know, although you didn't think you could do this, when you go and apply, he make it happen. You know, I was watching a young lady today on I was just looking at a series of videos where they did a stitch where they said, what is the strangest thing that ever happened that lets you know that God is real? And I was just listening to different testimonies, and man, you know, that fed my spirit. You know what I'm saying? It made me think about, you know, what is something that God did that made me know without a doubt he's God. It was a young lady on there saying how she had to find a place to live, and it was so hard to find an apartment, and everywhere she went, they were turning her down. The money wasn't the issue, but it was like right in the thick of, you know, 2020. We all know what happened in 2020, and the people literally were asking her to leave her apartment because they found somebody that was going to rent for like triple the amount, and she had to stay with her mom. And she said she would always pray every day, like, God, make me a homeowner by the time I'm 25. So at the time she's 24, and not really thinking about what she's been confessing with her mouth, you know. She said something just said, start the home buying process. And she said she thought about a lady that had been sending her messages about real estate, saying she remembered she said she didn't have anything for rent. And she said right there, she stopped and said, you know what, let's start the process. And that young lady ended up in a house, you know. That let her know it was a. Then it was another one. I'm gonna post it on my something like that. That guy that had all the tattoos on his face and stuff, and he had an encounter in jail, and he came out on fire. But then he kind of slipped back and got caught up in the New Age movement, and he told the story of him back on track. And it was a testimony of one of his friends. That was real good. I'm like, you know, sometimes people do fall off track, but we shouldn't count them out. You know what I mean? Sometimes people should have counted you out, but they did it. So I always, like I was telling my boyfriend today, like I would rather treat people the way I would want to be treated, whether they treat me that way or not, you know, because like I said, God is going to look at how you handle things, how you handle people. There was hey Gary, I was telling him a story about how the lady was talking about the machines were going crazy the other day, and she was like telling the man fixing the machine, like, somebody has to be around here with an earbud. And y'all know me, I'm the queen of wear my earbud up in the joint, and I'm just listening to her. You know, you should tell. Somebody had to just walk past here, not knowing the whole time I got my ear on. Whatever. And I'm like, God dog, you a snitch, you know, snitch. Snitches get stitches. But she like, you should tell Darren to come around and check and da 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 da. So immediately I surveyed the surroundings. I see at least 3 people with an earbud on. No, 2. No, and 3 was 2. And I went to both of them, and I told them, I said, hey, make sure you keep your eyes open just in case somebody's coming around checking for earbuds. You imagine how many people would hear that conversation and probably wouldn't go and tell the next man. I told him about a situation where the man was asleep. He was knocked out in the break room and it was time to go back to work, and everybody was walking past the man. I mean, the room was almost empty. I'm like, dang, ain't nobody gonna wake him up. So I stopped and I said, hey, sir, break is over. And, you know, like, that's all it took. You know, people literally walking past the man, letting him just sleep. Like, what happens when it's you and somebody leave you there and then you end up losing your job? When you think back on that day you allowed that man to sleep after the break was over and maybe be late and, you know, be penalized? It only takes a little. That's the thing right now. It only takes a little. Sometimes we do too much. Sometimes people be doing way too much. It only takes a little. Or we act like it takes a lot, you know, so we don't want to do it because it's just, you know, it's going to wear me out to say, hey, sir, wake up. Time to go back to work. It's going to wear me out to say, hey, they coming around looking for earbuds. You might want to watch it so, you know, you won't get in trouble. It ain't gonna wear me out. I'll sit there and talk about everything under the sun. If I can't stop and warn my fellow brother or sister before they fall into a little snare, then yeah, we shouldn't be wearing our earbuds. But hey, 10 hours is a long time for them to say you can't wear these things. They be like, you can't wear Bluetooth or the one with the cords. Come on, man. They don't know. I be in there getting my praise on too. That's all I listen to is worship at work. Every now and then I may listen to some old, like 90s, early 2000 R&B, but for the most part, I'm listening to my Christian mix is what it's called on my Spotify, because there's some good music on there, okay? Yeah, I'm just, like I said, I'm just reflecting, and I'm not reflecting on other people, other things. I'm reflecting on Jamaica, you know, the one who is the most important in my life. Yeah, me. I gotta stay sharp, you know. I've got to stay sharp. And if I don't stay sharp, who gonna stay sharp for me? If I stay ready, I ain't gotta get ready. That's just how it goes. Stay ready. I think it's just a screen. I don't know what be going on. I didn't order glasses. I sure hope this prescription ain't needing to be changed, but we gonna find out in about a week. Yes. But yeah, like, self-reflection is almost therapeutic to me, because I'm able to say, man, you know, you struggling in that, and you know what you're supposed to be doing. I'm able to say, as a perfectly imperfect vessel, I'm able to see my own flaws, point them out, and then say, all right, so what you gonna do about it? Like, self, you know, get it together. I'm able to see, man, you've grown from there. Where are you going next? You know, I'm able to say, man, I remember when I used to, and now I don't. You know what I mean? There's still some things that I'm working towards. I used to, but now I don't. But I think on the things that I used to and I don't right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we'll overlook those things and still be talking about, oh, that person's still doing X, Y, Z, and they didn't da. But you don't know what they're not doing anymore. Life is a journey, and it's to be lived and walked out. So sometimes we might look one way, but it may be for a reason, you know. I like to think that when I come on here and I open my mouth to dare talk about the goodness of God, that maybe someone that's just like me, in the same space as me, that aren't willing to say Jesus, they'll look and say, man, we are something alike, you know. I like how she's navigating through this walk. I think I might want to try it, you know. And then as soon as however many people God has to watch you start trying, boom, you off to another assignment. And you look different because you walked through that assignment. You know, we love to say, God is in a test. We'll fail the test because we think the test gonna look like something, I don't know what we think, but sometimes the test might be yourself, just the way you are, because we know that God will use you just the way you are. So that might be the test, so that people that look like you may hear you. You know, just because I look away, don't mean I am away. Just because I sound away, don't mean I am away in my heart. You know what I mean? God looks at the inside. Man looks at the outs. Man can't see what's in here. Ain't that a good thing? Ain't that a good thing? Because I think people out here in the world to shoot you down what's in your heart. Jeez. Do I want to park over here? Or do I want to park over here? I'll park over here. Dang, ain't nobody at work yet. Oops. Come on. Yeah, I can park over here. Hurry. That's the one thing we need to remember. You know, no matter what I can feel, God looks at the inner man. He don't care what you got on, what you're wearing, how much it costs, how good you look, how fat you are. We care about those things. We care about those things, not God. You be sitting there like, why are you worried about that? You know what you're supposed to do not to be fat no more? And you tripping. I really think that's how God be looking at us. Like, what's wrong with you? It's in your storehouse, ain't that right, Gary? You acting like you ain't got it already. You equipped. And at any given time, you can shop from your own inventory that God has blessed you with. Pick up what you need. Use it. If you need a little extra, you got it. Don't know what you need? There's a menu. It's there, though. It's there. I got here early. That's what it is. It's right there. Evening Red Rose. Bust it, honey. No, I'm just kidding. Peace and blessings. I'm going back to see. Gomez put a funny, weird face. This is why insurance rates are so high. Oh, sharing is caring. Thank you. I don't know what that means, but I guess because I'm driving. No, insurance rates are so high because people don't know how to. Just because I'm talking don't mean I'm reading the chat. I'm perfectly capable of talking without putting my life in danger. But anyway, like I said, that's what I'm on. Self-reflection. What I need to take away, what I need to move around from, what I need to get rid of. What have I been holding on to? You know, sometimes we hold on to things that we were supposed to let go for way too long. Sometimes we need to just think like, okay, like a pocketbook, a purse. Why I say pocketbook? Like a purse you may have had since the 6th grade. But now you are a full-blown woman and you still trying to hold on to that purse even though there's a couple of holes in the bottom of it and it's peeling. The strap has been sewn back on about 17 times. You know, it's just not giving anymore. But you're still holding on to it. It's time for a new purse, and those are the things for my life. What's the new purse I need in this season? What's the new purse that I need as I go into 2025? What's the new purse that I need to feel with whatever it is I need to go out and do the things I need to do? Be it here, be it here at Amazon, be it in the grocery store. I don't care where I am. Everything that is in my bag should be what God has given me for other people as well as myself. And that's the focus that I'm intentionally on right now. That's the focus. And that's what it's all about, focus, you know? Sometimes things aren't working out, not because you can't do it, not because the devil, it's because we're not focused. Sometimes when you're not focused, you don't have the clarity you need. When you're not focused, you're not thinking about, God, give me wisdom. When you're not focused, you're just trying to see how to do this. Instead of taking a step back and saying, How should I do this? Lord, not Auntie Kathy or your best friend. They gonna get you wrong every time. Unless God sends them to do otherwise. Okay. Unless he sends them to do otherwise. What is it that you need to be doing? I feel like ain't no time to waste. It's time. Time is now. Time been now. It's just when you decide to start moving in the now, you know. I had a t-shirt that said, my next is now. A lot of times people talking about, oh, what's next? What's my next? What's next? No, it's now for me. Whatever, you know, you think it's going to be tomorrow in the next couple of months or whatever the case may be, it's right now for me. 2025 is right now for me. It's not in, what, a month or so. No. Well, a couple of weeks. Ain't it 3 weeks or so? I don't know. I don't know. But y'all know what I'm saying. We ain't got that much time left in this year, but we got a whole lot of time. Well, I'm going to say God got a whole lot of time to do some big things, even for the end of the year. That's why I don't like to give up at the end of the year and just be like, man, forget it. I'm going to wait until 2025. Because while you're waiting, so much could have been happening, you know. That's why I don't do resolutions. I feel like if I got to make a declaration that I'm going to do something that I haven't done in the last 12 months, soon as the next 12 start, chances are I'm not going to do it. I might be good for about 3 months. And then, like everybody else, you know, we go in, I'm eating better, I'm starting my workout. They be like, I'm in the gym, I'm on the elliptical. They be like, this is my diet. This is my food I made today. I got some asparagus. No, I got some spaghetti. No, I got some squash and some baked chicken. I got some baked fish and some carrots. 2 months later, they at the pizza place. They eating seafood boils with a whole bunch of spice on it. It never fails. It never fails. So I don't do that. The whole New Year's resolution for 2025. This is what I want. You know what I want to do in 2025? Keep growing. If I make it my business to never stop growing, it doesn't have to be a resolution. It just is what it is, you know? It's the is what it is season. What's your is? You know what I'm saying? You can choose to make your is something that ain't gonna benefit you, ain't gonna elevate you, ain't gonna help no one else, ain't gonna do anything but just be. Or your is, as far as is what it is, it can be whatever you speak life into. Whatever you speak life into. Now, I ain't the brightest bulb in the bunch. But if y'all are a couple and you're 2 ladies, why are you parking at the expected mother spot? I'm not, like I said, I don't think. But that ain't none of my business. Let me quit being nosy. Let me just quit being nosy, because but I'm sure you violating that spot. Now it's gonna be a pregnant girl coming to work and they're not gonna have it because you chose to put your Honda there. Little stuff. You walk around this place, you see girls with their stomach obviously sticking out. Why would you park in that spot? Now I will at the grocery store. Let me quit playing. I'm in there like, oh, that's only when it ain't no spots and I would have to walk a mile. Let me quit. I'm gonna be a hypocrite. I get it, but nah, not here. I wouldn't do it here. And I wouldn't be shopping for no hour either. Yeah, but yeah, that's it. just more encouragement to keep growing, you know. As long as you're alive, you are able to grow. And as long as you're growing, you will reach levels and heights that you probably didn't know you could. You know, I think the first thing we need to grow in life is to grow in God. Grow in God. If you're not sure, ask Him to show you something that you feel like only God could show you. If He is who He say He is, if He is who I say He is, and you're not sure, ask Him. All right, God, if you are who you are, if you are, in fact, that I am, show me something that only you can show me. Allow me to experience something only you can make happen in my life. Allow someone to say something to me that only you would know. Ask Him. And I tell you, He will respond. If you want to know, He surely will. It's all good though. That my girl Tracy, my work partner. Ask Him. That's the coolest thing right there, is if you ask and then it happen, you be like, wait. That's always been my testimony. I remember I went through so much when my mom had first got sick. And then I had a bad breakup. And I had to push through pain that I to this day, I don't think I've experienced the amount of pain that I was in that moment. I'm I done broke up with people before, but I don't know. This one wasn't right. I couldn't function a little bit lightweight, you know. I didn't want to do hair. I didn't want to do anything. And the way I kept my faith in my career, I would go to the school, the cosmetology school. And anytime I went up there, the guy that ran the school would just be like, teach. I would go there because I knew he was going to say teach. So that's where I would go to keep my, my faith in what I do. And I think I told y'all before, I didn't used to pray. So here I am in a hard space, pretty much unwilling to pray in a sense. And but believing in God. Yeah, I believed in God with all my heart, but to pray for me beyond now lay me down to sleep and God is good, God is great, thank you for our plate. But how God works is you'll have a situation that's so hard and you don't know what to do, and it keeps pressing and pressing. The pain is paining. Yeah, we're gonna make that a thing. The pain is paining till you have no choice. That's how He gets you. He'll put something on you. He won't put more on you than you can bear, but He'll put just enough on you for you to cry out. I didn't pray. I knew I needed to pray. And I was at a concert, Canton Jones and some other people. And he was singing this song called Be Healed. Look it up, Canton Jones, Be Healed. He was singing that song and it hit me. Everything that I was going through, everything that I was dealing with, it hit me. Like 50 tons of bricks. Not a ton of bricks, 50 tons of bricks. And in that moment, I'm like, I have to do something. And I was in that concert screaming. It's like I was releasing, you know what I mean? I was just releasing, screaming to the top of my lungs. I started crying and stuff. And then I just was like, God, please, please give me my prayer language. I ain't quite understand what I was saying, but I knew what I meant. And 30 seconds later, boom, your girl got the gift of tongues. And that was the beginning of my life, which includes prayer, you know. It was almost like if you from a country, like how our native language is English here, and some people's native language may be, you know, something else, whatever country they come from or whatever. It was almost like in prayer, speaking in tongues was my native language versus praying in the spirit. I had to learn backwards. I learned how to pray in the spirit first and then in the natural. And I feel God did that for a reason. I don't know the reason, but thank you. But that started me praying, you know. That's why I always say I need to get more discipline in my prayer life, because I know, you know, I know. But that's one of those things that I can point out about myself and say, hey, you need to work on this, because you know the power of prayer. And that's one of the tricks the enemy will do. He'll have you, before you realize it, you'll be occupied and, you know, just thinking like, oh man, I had to work all day. I should have prayed. I'll pray tomorrow. You know how many times we do that, and then next thing you know, you ain't prayed in months. Preoccupy you. You know, things will come that'll preoccupy you and keep you away from communicating with God. And that's the space you don't want to be in. So that's why I try hard to, you know, even if it's a small prayer. Like I said, I want to get back to the space where it's nothing less than 15 minutes, but that's something that I have to start doing. Once I start, you know, just like working out, you know, you're like, I want to work out. You ain't gonna work out until you go in the gym and start. And you ain't gonna get a habit formed until you do it a few times a week and keep doing it. Now you build a habit and you crave the gym. You know, you become a gym in the locker room taking pictures in your new workout gear, and then you're on the thing recording yourself with sweat dripping down your face. I want to record myself with sweat dripping down my face because I was in there praying. I wasn't on the elliptical. I was in prayer. I was praying for V Rose. I was praying for Gary. I was praying for Miss Chicago and everybody else that came in here. I want y'all, you know, that's how I visualize having my prayer life. Just like one who is very in tune with their exercise regimen. And they're going to make sure they get that workout in no matter what, because they got to maintain their body. I need to get that prayer in no matter what, because I've got to maintain my spiritual health and my spiritual growth and my closeness to God as I walk for God. So that those things that are thrown at me that I might not see, they don't, you know, catch me. They bounce off. Right now, I don't think I'm living in Bounceville. I'm living in Graceville. I need those things to start coming towards me and be like, you know what? I got to go this way because I can't touch that one. That's where I need to go. That's where you should want to be, you know? I can't believe I got a white car. Every time I look at another white car, I'll be like, what? I mean, I like my car, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, just growth for me. You know what I mean? It's the growth for me. Just being able to even look and see that you've grown. You know what I'm saying? Someone started throwing up past it, pointing at which you're not. All that is the enemy. The Bible says he's the accuser of the brethren. So when people start pointing at you before pulling the plank out their own eye, it ain't you, bro. It ain't you, sis. It's a personal problem that person's dealing with. Our job is to maintain our light, you know? Keep your light on so you don't miss the mark. Yeah, keep your light on. Don't let nobody turn it off. Keep your light on. Don't let nobody think it's dim. That's their sight. Can't nothing dim the light of God. Not no darkness. Time for me to get equipped. Darkness don't win. So you can be dark, stay dark, dwell in the dark, love the dark. You're going down. No, I'm just kidding. Eventually, you are going down. Come on over to the light, Carolyn. This good light, though, not the light that's gonna kill you. The light that changes your life and changes others' lives. That light, the light you can use in your life. The light that lights your path as you go forth and do the things that Christ will have you to do. The light that shines on the next assignment. That light that shines on the door that God has opened. That light that shines on the people that have those blessings at hand for you. That light that works in any room, any atmosphere. It can be dark, it can be light. It don't matter. Nothing can stop that light. Having said all that, I have about 4 minutes left to get together and get in this place. So at this time, as I usually do, I pray you guys have an amazing evening, that the rest of your day and night is great, that you have a peaceful evening, that everything that you set your hands to that prospers and is pleasing to God, that it comes forth and it is so. I pray that, as always, your children are safe and that they will be safe. I pray that you're safe and that you will be safe. I pray that God blesses you with wisdom, knowledge, understanding, clarity, greater discernment, most of all, wisdom. I pray that he gives you ideas. I pray that the thing that's sitting on the shelf that you don't know how you're going to do it or what's missing, that he gives it to you. Why you sleep? Why you on the toilet? I don't care. I just pray he give it to you. In Jesus' mighty name. I probably shouldn't have used the toilet, but that's a real thing, you know. Sometimes you get the greatest ideas. Hey, cousin. You get the greatest ideas in the bathroom. I used to hear so clear when water ran. I didn't care if I was in the bathroom or in the kitchen. If the water was running, I was hearing, you know. I pray that God opens your ears so you can hear the things that you need to hear. That's going to carry you to places you need to go. The things that you don't need to be involved in. Welcome back, and I'm about to go. I got my vest, V-Rose. That's my cousin Dante, y'all. He's great with painting cards. I can go follow his page. I don't know how active he is, but he showed up, and now we locked in. I hope you go like that other channel, Dante. And if y'all haven't went and like my other channel, at Meek Did That 757, please go like that one so I can get up to them 20 subs so I can start going live over there. Y'all know we about to do a new thing over in the hair game, so y'all gotta help me get to that level to get right. Gotta get right. My fan came on. I'm like, what is that sound? Yes. But anywho, I am late. I ain't late, but y'all know what I mean. I gotta go. I love y'all, and I will see y'all again. I don't know when, but I don't work tomorrow, but I'll figure it out. I love y'all. Bye now.